Hi, everybody. My name's Tom Mingo, and thank you for joining us today for the first ever edition of the Williams AV Family Feud, in which we'll be talking about our newest product, the Williams AV Caption Assist. It's a product we're super excited about. It incorporates all of the Google AI technology platform for which we've partnered with them to actually allow any presenter's audio to be live spoken and provide live open captioning of their entire speech so that the audience can retain that information, can archive that information, and have a better understanding of all that's being spoken, both in a live presentation or over video conference. So to talk about that product today in a little bit of a fun way, we've invited some special guests to play our Family Feud with us. Our first team that we have from all the way across the pond is the gentleman from AV Jam. We've got Jason Ward, Kev Talbot, and Noel Kennedy. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us today.
Yep. You're most welcome, sir. You're most welcome.
Absolute pleasure.
Thank you very much. And with the wonderful yellow backgrounds, we've got Michelle Lorette, Graham Kirkpatrick, and Frank Paticala. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having us.
Looking forward to it.
Now, this version of Family Feud is very much like the one we all grew up watching. A little bit different is that we won't have a live speed round to begin each category. So we flipped a coin, and AV Jam will be starting with our first category and question number 1. But in the event any team cannot sweep all the answers off those boards, the other team will have an opportunity to come up with finding that answer to sweep those points. Can't wait to see how this all turns out. And again, thanks all for joining us. And let's go with the first ever Williams AV Family Feud. Okay. There we are. So we have polled the 100 AV integrators from around the world. Our top 5 answers are on the board today. And AV Jam, you are going to be tasked with finding those 5 top answers for number 1's question today. Name something that causes hearing loss. Jason, we're going to start with you.
Marriage.
Marriage.
What?
Speaking as a mildly deaf married man, I would have given you the point, but I'm sorry, the board says that's not going to go for it. Noel, let's give it a shot with you. Name something that causes hearing loss.
Disease.
Disease. Judges?
What?
We're good at these.
We're on fire.
We are off to a roaring start. There are still 5 things up there that are very, very relevant. You just are not really hitting on them. Kev, let's hear from you. Name something that causes hearing loss.
I want to know first who you pulled these questions to, because they're obviously wrong, because we've had 2 amazing answers so far. But I was going to go with the kids.
I'm sorry, what was that? The kids?
Yeah.
Children.
Judges?
Fixed. What's going on with these judges?
Oh, well, oh my gosh. Okay, so we've got, you know what? Your toast. This is your first chance to steal these wonderful 0 points. Can't wait to see how you do on this.
That was our tactic.
Why don't you guys confer as a team and let us know, name something that causes hearing loss.
So I'm going to steal 0 points, and my answer is going to be aging.
Aging. Okay. Let's see. Judges? Okay.
Brilliant.
Well, let's go to the board. Let's see how 100, remember, of your contemporaries, 100 AV integrators helped us come up with these. What have we got, judges? Loud music. Loud work environments. Headphones. Airplanes, and power tools. Now, all of you gave wonderful answers. I can't believe the judges didn't give you a little bit of credit for some of those. We are moving on now to question 2. This one, we are going to start with the team from Your Toast. Question number 2 goes with, hearing loss aside, what reasons are there for a person to use a live captioning system? Graham, we're going to start with you with what are some reasons someone might use a live captioning system?
Language translation.
Yes, all right. We are happening. It's on the board. Well done. Frank, you're up next with the same question. Hearing loss aside, what are some reasons to use a open captioning system?
When we're in a loud environment.
Now we're going. Okay. Michelle, same question to you. Can you think of some reasons one might use a live captioning system?
Maybe to help with training, to reinforce the material.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh, I'm sorry. That would have been a great reason.
I need to
We
know
are
that
going
sampling.
back now to Graham. Back to you, sir.
Room acoustics, either in like a library or an office.
Okay. Room acoustics. Wonderful answer. The number one answer. That's what AV tweeps out there are all guessing on. We move on to Frank to continue to see if you guys can sweep the board on what are reasons someone might use a live captioning system.
To aid in a presentation or a live event.
There we are. Okay, we are going. And for a clean sweep of it, Michelle, can you tell us the last reason on our board why someone may use a live captioning system?
Maybe somebody has an accent. They don't understand the accent, even if they're speaking English in air
Okay,
quotes.
judges, accents. Ooh,
I'm
I'm sorry.
big
We're getting
loser.
closer to AV Jams being ready to try and steal this one. And that may have been a shot across your bow, gentlemen from the UK. So just rest assured, that may have been Michelle zinging one your way with that accent one. But let's see if Graham can bring it home for your toast with reasons someone might use a live captioning system.
Transcription or subtitles.
Now, just to be clear, that is exactly what the product does. So that's always an answer. Why does somebody do it? But that can't be why. Okay, the points are in play for the team from AV Jam. Can you help us with the last remaining item as why one may choose to use a live captioning system?
What about if you're deaf?
Yeah, deaf or hard of hearing. Go with that.
Wasn't that
Hard
the
of
question?
hearing
That
is the
aside.
answer. I'm sorry.
Woo!
Your toast keeps the points. What is that item we're missing? What have we got here? Judges, what's number 4? Oh, bad video conferencing audio. There you go. Okay.
That never happens.
That never
Definitely ask
One's never
integrators this
struggling
one.
with that. We are back to AV Jams for round 3. Our top 5 answers are on the board. We are going with the question, AV Jams, and this is a little bit inside AV because this has got some technicalities to it. What are some advantages of the Williams AV open captioning system versus traditional closed captioning system? In round 2, we're going to start with Noel. Noel, some advantages, please.
It's plugged into Google AI.
Judges,
So
Google AI. Absolutely. Do you happen to know the accuracy of Google AI when it's doing real-time open?
Damn. 94%?
Wonderful. Yes, it is indeed super, super accurate. Now that 6% can give you a little bit of some fun, free-form words and all that, but that 94 will get you every time. We love it. Moving on to Kevin Talbot. Advantages of real-time open captioning by Williams AV over traditional closed captioning.
Going with language translation.
Judges, language translation. Yes, wonderful answer. That is indeed true. Using Google AI and the Williams AV captioning system, you can have 27 languages of the spoken word and up to 70 and more dialects of those languages to have them live captioned. Wonderful. Jason, let's keep it going. You guys are on a roll. Advantages of real-time open captioning.
Doesn't cost as much.
Very good. Okay. We are on to Noel again. Can he go 2 for 2 in the category?
I think we're just about to blow apart that.
He's just gone.
It's tailorable in what it looks like. So you can change the colors and the
Okay,
fonts
we
and stuff.
we have a request for different colors. Nope. Turns out you really can't change the colors that
Well,
much. No,
that's a good idea though, right?
but maybe we could. That's right. We move on to Kevin. Can you keep it going for Team AV Jams?
Go on, Kev.
Let's say less equipment. It's embedded into the video stream, so you don't need extra separate players to.
Less equipment. Less equipment. Is that going to show up? Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Well, we Jason, there's still time to keep your team in the game here on this category of advantages of real-time open captioning.
You can't turn it off.
You cannot turn it off. I'm sorry. Indeed, you can turn it off. It's called our power switch, and it works like a charm. But we're gonna now pass this on to our friends over at the Your Toast to see if they can't steal 75 points on this question of what are the advantages of Williams AV real-time open captioning versus traditional closed captioning.
The ease of deployment, it's app-based, so that's really helpful.
Oh, ease of use.
3
Sorry,
points.
points are retained by AV Jam. Now, while it is indeed easy to use, Michelle and Team Your Toast, we love that answer. Let's see what other AV tweeps had to say about it. That says automatically archives the text. Okay. And number 4 is no human error. We leave the errors to the computer. That's right, folks. No human error in this one.
Well, I think there
Awesome.
was a missed opportunity for the 100 people surveyed to read the press release. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Agreed.
'cause-
Agreed. We asked people who
I'm going
didn't
with
know
the
the
fun
answers. Okay, we now move on to question number 4, which is going to be led off by the team at Your Toast. We asked 100 AV tweeps this question, and we put the top 5 answers on the board for our teams to choose between. What markets can you use live captioning in? We are going to go back to Your Toast, and I believe the question goes to Frank first. Frank, the question is, what markets are used or can be used for live captioning?
I'm going to go with education.
Education. Yes, of course. Beautiful thing for instructors to be able to use so students can make sure they're being understood. We move on to Michelle now. Here we are, markets for use with open captioning systems.
House of Worship?
House of Worship. There we go. Now we're going to Team Your Toast is on a roll on the market segment. We move on to Graham, see if we can keep that momentum going. Markets for live open captioning.
I'll go with transportation.
Transportation. Oh, much like your mute button, that is not a market for this one. We move back to Frank for additional markets for use with open captioning systems.
I'm going to go with corporate spaces like boardrooms or meeting rooms.
Okay. Corporate meeting. Good answer. They are sweeping them from top to bottom here. Nice going. Michelle, can you name additional markets?
I can. I'm just torn because I don't know the intelligence level of the 100 people surveyed, but we'll see if they consider this a market. Digital signage. I think it can be very helpful in a digital signage market. So I don't know if they consider that a market, if they're just looking at verticals, but I'm going for answer 5, digital signage.
Okay, digital signage. Ooh, I'm sorry. I understand if we would have asked for the top 6, that was definitely going to make the list, but we got cut off right at that one. I love that answer. Okay, Graham, for a chance to redeem yourself of what we thought was going to be an easy category. Let's do this, my friend. Markets one can use open captioning.
Theatre and live events.
Live events. Nicely done. Good comeback. Okay, we have, and how many strikes we have on one? Okay, still some time to do it. Frank, can you go for 3 of them in the category?
I'm going to go with retail spaces like malls,
Good answer. Good answer.
other commercial spaces like that.
Okay, retail spaces. Judges? Oh, 3 strikes. Okay, so there, I misspoke. There were already 2. That's 3 strikes, and this moves over to the AV Jam team with 95 points in play for the steal. AV Jam, would you like to confer and come back with what markets could you use live open captioning within?
You just gave us the answer, Tom. Judges, courtrooms.
Judges, courtrooms. Wow, well
Boom.
done. You steal the points. Did I give away that answer?
You said judges.
Oh my goodness. Well done. AV Jam steals the points. And we currently head into round 5. The final question. We have Your Toast at 95 points. We have AV Jam at 175 points.
Before we start this, if we now get 0, what can they win? We win.
You're so dastardly.
Again, we are going to take that one to management in post-production. However, let me
It's a 3-finger salute, Kev.
Steal 0. I'm going to award
Read between
100
the
points.
lines.
If you manage to sweep a negative board, I am going to grant 100 points to the team that can steal from that 0. So again, we've got our top 5 answers on the board. The AV tweeps have been polled and they gave us these 5 answers, and we go to AV Jam with the following question. What are the educational benefits of live captioning?
See, I reckon there's a lot of people that are visual learners, so they don't want to have to, it's easier for them if they can read something to kind of take it in. So having that being captioned helps.
Okay, visual information retention. Okay, all right. Very good. We move on to Jason Ward. In the same question, what are the educational benefits of live open captioning?
Helps the students to focus.
Helps students or the people focus. Oh, number 1 answer. Well done. Well done. We move on to Noel. In the same question, educational benefits.
Okay, I'm going to go with what we've already kind of had before and go for poor audio.
Oh, poor audio. Judges. There we are. Okay, they are sweeping it
Nice.
top to bottom. Can we continue it going on? We go back to Kevin.
People with a bad accent.
Oh, people with bad
understand.
accents. Okay, helps you. Oh, wow. That was a clutch answer as that timer was getting ready for 0. And now we go down with the final one in play here. We move on to Jason. Do we have any strikes in this category, judges? Currently, no strikes so far. Okay, you got a few shots at this one, Team AV Jam. What are the educational benefits of live open captioning?
Oh, I don't know. You're going to get a strike now. Hearing loss, hard of hearing again. I'm looping back to the other questions now.
Okay, we are going back to hearing loss for the 8th time in every category we've gone with this answer. Is that still indeed a reason? I'm sorry, not this time. We let 5 people get that one right, but not this time. Here we go again. We move on to Noel.
Where you are speaking a different language.
Okay,
can
we're going
see
to
it
go
and
with
hear it.
because someone is speaking a different language. I'm sorry. We go back to Kev Talbert, see if he can actually steal this for the team or not. Or if not, be ready. Your toast. You might have an opportunity to steal the category and the game. Kev, can you give us the final remaining educational benefit of live open captioning systems?
I'm just trying to think if anything would be. Could it be? Oh no, it wouldn't. It's well.
I hear Kev's dog trying to feed him answers. I don't know if that's
Shit. Ollie, tell me. What about acoustics? Back to another one.
Poor acoustics. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, this is for all the marbles. For the first grand trophy in all of AV Twitter history here, for the family feud going on, Your Toast versus AV Jam. Michelle, Graham, and Frank, you have one opportunity to steal the game, and I give you the question. What are the educational benefits of live open captioning?
So I'm gonna go with the ability to get transcriptions that we can, archive and help out, pass out notes. So basically, archiving transcripts.
Thank you. Judges, archiving transcriptions. I'm sorry. AV Jam retains the points. What did our AV Tweeps tell us? What did they say was an educational benefit? Lets you learn in any environment. Okay. I mean, I loved all the answers you guys threw out there for potentials that were given strikes. I thought those were all wonderful reasons and great answers for doing it. Well, that concludes our game. Let me give us a final update on the scores as we have it. We have a final tally of your toast at 95 points and the team from AV Jams at 280 points.
It's a whitewash.
Oh, it was a very,
See you
very
later.
good. I thank you all contestants for joining us on the first ever Williams AV Family Feud. We had a blast visiting with all of you. We love all your knowledge of the industry. And please look for more opportunities to join our games. We've got some other cool stuff, but thank you all very much. What a great game. Congrats to AV Jam and your toast. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Brilliant.
Thank you
Thank
all.
you for having us.